Welcome to Habila Ibrahim Tutorials on CSS for Beginners Easy to Learn tutorial. I will be talking about border and box model. CSS borders. The CSS border properties allow you to specify the style, width, and color of an HTML element's border. Border style. The border style property specify what kind of border to display. The following values are allowed to make a border around an element. All you need is border style. The values can be solid, dotted, dash, double, groove, ridge, inside, and outside. The border style property can have from 1 to 4 values from the top border, right border, bottom border, and the left border. For example, let me take an example for this paragraph. P, that is representing paragraph and dotted. Then the border style is dotted. Border width. The border width property specifies the width of the 4 borders. The width can be set as a specific size in pixel, in point, in cm, or in em, or by using one of the 3 predefined values, thin, medium, or thick. The border width property can have from 1 to 4 values for top border, right border, bottom border, and left border. For example, for this paragraph 1, border width is 5 pixels, or paragraph 2, border width is medium. For paragraph 3, border width is 2 pixels, 10 pixels, 4 pixels, and 20 pixels for the 4 top, right, bottom, and left. Border color. The border color property is used to set the color of the 4 borders. The color can be set by name. The name specify a color name, like red. You can use red as the name of your color. You can use the hexadecimal format, that is, specify a hex value like hash, double F, and 04 zeros. That is how we write the color of red in hexadecimal. We have RGB, specify a RGB value like RGB 255, and that is red is 255, green is 0, and blue is 0. That is RGB will signify red, green, and blue. And we have a transparent color too. The border color property can have from 1 to 4 values for the top border, right border, bottom border, and left border. For example, on paragraph 1, border color is green. On paragraph 2, border color is red, green, blue, and maroon. Note: to shorten the code, it is also possible to specify all the individual border properties in one property. The border property is a shorthand property for the following individual border properties. We have the border width, we have the border style which is required, we have the border color. For example, paragraph 1, we have border is 5 pixels, solid, and red. That is, the border is 5 pixels, border color will be dotted, and the color will be red. You can also use top, bottom, right, and left border as paragraph, as this paragraph now. We have border is border left. Border left should be 5 pixels dash blue, and the background color should be aqua. We have a rounded borders. The round border radius property is used to add rounded borders to an element. For example, on this paragraph, we have a border 5 pixels, rigid, and green. Border radius is 5 pixels. We have our next discussion now is box model. And what is box model? All HTML elements can be considered as boxes. In CSS, the term box model is used when talking about design and layout. The CSS box model is essentially a box that wraps around every HTML element. It consists of margin, borders, padding, and the actual content. Explanation of the four different parts. We have the content. The content of the box where text and images appear. We have the padding. Padding clears an area around the content. The padding is also transparent. We have a border. A border can go around the padding and content. Margin. Margins clear an area outside the border. The margin tool is transparent. The box model allows us to add a border around elements and to define space between elements. For example, we have a division, and we have its width as 300 pixels. The border is 25 pixels, solid and green. We have the padding is 25 pixels and the margin is 25 pixels. And the box model margins. Margins, paddings, and borders are all parts of what's known as the box model. The box model works like this. In the middle, you have the content area, let's say an image. Surrounding that, you have the border, and surrounding that, you have the margin. It can be visually represented like this paragraph that will be displayed. We have this is the margin box, the border box, the padding box, and the element box. You don't have to use all of this, but it can be useful to remember that the box model can be applied to every element on the page, and that's a powerful thing. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You're welcome.